Hey guys, it is June the 8th. I'm in Belfast for 3 more weeks. So this turn is proving to be a bit annoying in the game, but luckily it's not too frantic in my real life. I'm mostly just... I'm here for 3 more weeks. I'm trying to achieve my targets in this land before I head out. And that means selling my plastic. I'm still trying to throw a party at the end of July as I pass through on the way back. And my housing is now pretty much secured, so that's one thing crossed off the list. So that's pretty cool. So in terms of the sales, which is kind of my key... Oh, well, first of all, I need to deal with this stupid game, which is the spoils. Making them work. So basically I'm trying to get that one org by spoiling in bits and pieces all my lands. There. But in my life, which you should be caring more about, in theory, I've kind of decided to pivot a bit, because I was finding all kinds of demand from the customers, from the big box stores selling plastic lumber to the end customer here in Belfast. They are trying to outcompete wood. They have good reason to innovate, but the factories producing the wood for them in England are proving comfortable and resistant to change. So my pivot I've been looking at is to find a factory producer in Turkey. Now I was thinking about Egypt. My Bantham Materials, my rival, is in Egypt. But, and so because of that, I'm thinking it's better to not compete with them on their home turf or whatever. Move the operation over to Turkey.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
This turn is a menace. So, this week coming, I will confirm that I have a customer base here that's ready to pass it on to the end users. Next week, turn. Next week in real life, I'm getting my sales team for 2 days out of the week. So next week, I then start pitching to guys in Turkey with the idea there. That is my last tick of spoiling my main countries, so that's good. But anyway, I would then plan to call up some Turks. Normally their headquarters is in Istanbul and their factories are in Antalya. So, call them up, hope for some interest, and then on the way back to Kenya in a while, I will proceed to go via Istanbul. Very good. I'm seizing Belgium over here over the course of events. But yeah, the idea would then be that I can ship my product. If you look at this globe of mine, it starts out here. I put it on a Somali ship that can get under the Suez Canal. I send it up to Antalya. I send one container to Antalya. He produces the lumber. That should be about 12 containers now going on to Ireland. He's going to have a bit of money in his pocket, which will mean that maybe he can help finance this whole operation, because it's going to be very profitable for that guy as well. And then he ships it on to the end users I've found in Ireland. That could be very good. Another thing is with my sales team here, I have Ryan has come on board more or less. He's kind of weaseling his way into my pay books, which I haven't stopped him so far. And William is on board. So I have 2 people here. Also Joel, who is still working for Ryan to a degree, his family has a vacation home in Antalya. So he's kind of being dragged along as well. And I'm thinking about getting an office. Right now I'm operating out of Ryan's house/shop, but the word on the street is that might collapse. So I'm looking into an office, and I just yesterday had some interest coming out of Jason Brannigan with the Anarchist Bookshop to share my office space, go halvesies on the rent while he's being shuffled about with his own landlords are troublesome at the minute. So this is a possibility now, is that I basically, and this would put me already deep in bed with, it would be good for my branding within the Belfast community, because Jason's outfit is like prestigious old name. Is this pause this game? No, it's just moving slowly. So I'm setting up a sales operation here to attach to my factory in Kenya, but then I might also need a middleman in Turkey, which would then drag me towards doing like expanding in that direction, maybe Antalya, Istanbul, possibly also Rhodes, which is a pretty defensible little island here. So I might end up with some game afoot this side alongside my games in other places. But right now I just need to make sure I can get to that profitability, and the best way to do that looks like it's through the Turks. So that's very cool. Now right now I have enough money to buy the org, but I'm waiting on having enough influence to buy the org. And the org's about to go away in 2 days, but I'll have enough red in 1 day. So this is what I'm saying, that the turn I'm playing right now is particularly weird and tricky. Yeah, that's Spain, that's fine. So I just need to wait for that one tick. There we go. Now before the next tick, the org's turn on the 15th. So I have 1 more day to secure this little group here that I think will help a lot. As you can see, my red income is very, very poor. This should boost it substantially. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Alright, if and when I need it, I can change it. That's not a big deal. Alright, so that's it. I'm kind of closing out the game. I have a venue I've targeted. It'll cost me some money to rent it out for my party next month. But hopefully by next turn for you guys, I should be in a position to have that one to a degree sorted out as well. And I'll know if the Turkish Gambit is going to work out on this side, if there's enough demand here to feed my Turks. And then I'm just here a couple more weeks. Right now, my bed in my room, my room is more or less secure, so that's one success in my life, but my bed frame collapsed, so I'm going to need to go to the landlord and rage about that, which is annoying. But that's more or less it for me this week. I'm happy to expand another thing into Turkey. I'm not sure if I'll do this. I might call you from Istanbul when I'm there, let's say, start up my next season from that locale. And yeah, that's more or less it. There was a funeral yesterday for Salama. It was good for my morale of my firm, but I was a bit unhappy about not being there, let's say. And I'm kind of not crying about going on to the next thing here. I'm getting tired of the norminess coming out of this particular city I've found myself in lately. Oh, this game may have crashed. Let's see if I'm okay here.